morning. Hi there, everybody. Jim Weller here. What a day it's going to be. What a week it's been. My co-host today is Colin Walls. Good morning, Colin Walls.
Good morning, Jim.
Are we getting enough of each other?
I think so.
We had a ball yesterday at Jimmy's Grill,
we did. Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, we co-hosted for the Vacationing Dan Gaffney on 2 Fridays at Jimmy's Grill.
Yep.
It was a lot of fun. This morning, it's actually my own little show here, Weller Does Delmarva, and I'm live right now. And so if you're listening to me right now, I'd like you to get up if you could and make your way to the Red Barn on Route 16. It was Weller's Red Barn, and I have rented it to the fine folks of Dry Zone, and this is going to actually be their worldwide headquarters right here. And you probably will agree with me, Colin, it looks nothing like it did.
Yeah, if you have been here before,
yes,
when it was Weller's Red Barn, you will not recognize it when you come in.
You won't.
They have done a fantastic job.
Yeah, they have. And so if you would be so kind as to stop by and stick your head in the door and come walk around and say hi. One thing that's kind of neat is over here in one end of the building, they've built an office, but it's up a little higher.
It's kind of elevated off the floor.
Elevated, because one thing that Dry Zone does is they do a lot of crawl space work, basements, crawl spaces, and it actually has a crawl space underneath of it.
And a
right
foundation.
Here, and a foundation
yeah.
right here in the showroom. So in other words, it's really neat what they've done with it. It's kind of amazing, makes me feel good, and I'm happy for them. And this is kind of like a soft opening. They're just about finished.
We're calling this a sneak preview.
A sneak preview
of the inside of the building.
Right.
If you can't make it out here today, what you want to do is go to
Yep.
wellerdoesdelmarva.com
and watch us.
And watch it. We've got the high-definition video
Yes,
here
we
today,
do.
so you can watch it. We're streaming
We'll
live.
be panning the room later on.
Yes, we will.
Panning the room.
Jim will
Panning
be
for
up
gold.
on the porch doing the broadcast
You want
from
to
the
throw
porch.
that to us, Bill? Here we go. Okay.
This could be bad.
We're catching bottles of water. Thank you. All right, so anyway, you're listening to Weller Does Delmarva. If you've never heard the show before, it's a weekly show I do. I have a lot of fun with it. We talk about different things. Got some sponsors I'm going to mention in a little while. But this morning I'm going to kick right off. I'm going to talk to one of the young men that works with Dry Zone. And I'm going to let him a little bit explain. I'm going to let him explain himself.
Explain something here.
Explain something to us. So good morning, Derek.
Good morning. How are
Welcome to Weller Does Delmarva.
Thank you very much.
This is your first time on, correct?
Yes, it is.
All right. So anyway, tell us, what do you do with the Dry Zone, or what does Dry Zone do, or what do we need to know?
Well, as far as what Dry Zone does, they do everything from waterproofing crawl spaces and basements, making basements livable space.
Okay.
Refinishing basements.
Meaning, like, say somebody had a basement that was always, like when I was a kid, my mom and dad had a basement, man, and it always leaked. Like, I can remember constantly getting some kind of paint to paint the inside of the walls to keep it from leaking.
How'd that work for you?
It didn't work because, in other words, the water was coming from the outside. In other words,
Exactly.
by the time it got to the paint, it was already in the blocks. But I just remember this, and I remember them cutting a hole in the floor in the corner and putting a sump pump in, but it always kind of stunk because the water was always in there and everything. And so is any of that the kind of stuff that Dry Zone does?
That's exactly what we do, except for painting the walls, because obviously that doesn't work.
Well, we went through some paint.
Oh, well, congratulations on that. It didn't work.
We bought a lot of paint over the years.
You'd be surprised. You're not the only one. You'd be surprised how many people actually try to make that happen.
So has the technology come a little ways from just painting the inside of the wall that didn't work?
The difference is what everyone's decided to stop doing is trying to stop the water.
Okay.
Now it's better just to kind of control the water than trying to stop it, because you can work forever trying to stop the water.
Right.
And it doesn't happen.
Right. Isn't that how the Grand Canyon was formed? By water?
You got it.
It couldn't be stopped.
No, they just routed it in a different way.
Right. So, all right. So this is a basement, making it more livable, because that's what we tried to do. My family took in a couple foster girls, and so I moved from upstairs to downstairs, and they tried to make the basement more livable for me. In other words, they tried to build a bedroom there and so on, but the water was always somewhat of an issue, in other words. So when you say making a basement more livable space, that's what you mean?
Well, even if we can when we're talking about livable space, we do refinishing of basements as well. Like if you look around.
What do you mean? Like walls and stuff?
Exactly. Well, if you look around, even if you come into our showroom, you'll be able to see that these are the walls that we actually put up in basements as well.
Really?
So, absolutely.
So like I didn't know that. Okay, so
everything from the flooring to the drop ceilings to lighting, everything. We handle all the electric, everything.
So the first order of business is to channel the water in a way that the basement is dry.
Absolutely.
First
That's the
order
most-
of business.
You got
Okay.
it. There's no reason to even you're wasting your time and
Anything beyond
you
that,
got it.
right? So then after that, you can do the entire thing.
You got it.
So I guess the good thing about that is if I had you do my basement, and then all of a sudden I had a water issue, you're not going to say it was the other guy.
No.
In other words, it's the guy that put the walls in, or the guy that
Right.
put the ceiling in, or the guy that did the electrical. In other words, you're saying it's a turnkey thing. In other words, you can literally come into somebody's basement, measure it up, give them an idea of what's involved. I mean, would you do it if they didn't have a leaking problem? Would you just remodel a basement?
Well, one of the nice things about our products is everything that we have is a non-organic product. What that means is that humidity doesn't affect it or water. Matter of fact, if you were to
Really?
if you had no waterproofing done to your basement whatsoever and you wanted us to come in and finish it, we'd still do it. We'd warn you against it because look, all basements are going to leak. It's not a matter of if
Don't
they're going
kid
to leak.
yourself.
It's a matter of when it's going to leak. Okay, because
Okay.
it's going to leak eventually. So some people they want us to come in and finish their basement before we waterproof. They say they don't have any leaks. We can still do it. One of the nice things about it is though is even if your basement did leak and it filled all the way up to the top with water and it sat there with 8 feet of water in your entire basement with our products in, all you'd simply have to do is drain it out and dry it off.
Get
our
out
walls,
of there.
Our walls, everything. We don't use metal. We don't use wood studs. We use metal studs. We even our drop ceilings.
Really?
Yeah, they don't. That was it 50?
Insurance companies have got to love that.
They do.
I mean, that's got to be much easier to insure. Meaning, it's a if there is water damage, there's less damage.
Well, there's no damage to any of our products.
Right.
Yeah, so I mean, you might, your couches or the products you put in there after we're done finishing it, that might be damaged. But as far as what we put in, it wouldn't make a difference.
I had no idea.
Yep. We don't use the batten insulation behind
See,
the walls.
now I want to buy a house with a basement.
I mean, if the boards on the bottom are actually plastic. They look like the wood.
Okay.
The floor is actually elevated off of the concrete floor, so not only does it make it warmer, it also keeps the water underneath it if you do have a leaking floor.
Is that called a floating floor? Only if there's water.
Yeah, right, there you go. Right.
All right. So, I had no idea. So you're saying actually if somebody – now I'm going to presume – what does somebody do if they want to talk about this? If somebody has a basement and they're just saying, gee whiz, I never really thought about using my basement because there's always a little dampness down there or something like that. So you could come in and say there's hope, there's no hope.
No, there's always hope. So far, I haven't run it. I've been with this company for quite some time, and I haven't run across anything we couldn't take care of.
No kidding.
Yeah, even ones we've gone down in basements with people, and I've told them, please be very quiet, because I think this thing's going to fall in on us. But we've managed to fix it. So that's where the
Wow.
foundation end of this comes in, which we'll talk about.
All right. So how does somebody get a hold of somebody?
So
They dial this number here?
you got it.
The 855, this is a neat number, 855 Dry Zone.
That's it. Simple. Can't get any easier than that.
855 Dry Zone. And, of course, the website's dryzone.com. So, and I presume estimates are free?
Absolutely.
2 estimates are $100. One's free, 2 for $100. So, anyway, but I'm sensing that what you do, there's not many people around here that do this.
No,
I've never
not
even
really.
heard of anything like it.
Well, there's none around here that do it as good as we do.
I can sense that, in other words. So I want to talk about raising blacktop, or not blacktop, cement. I heard that you can raise cement.
Who told you that?
I heard it. I think you won an award
Yes.
for it. So
Yes,
can we
we
talk
can.
about that in the next segment?
Absolutely.
All
Love
right.
to.
So we're going to have Derek back on, in other words, in the 7:30 to 8 o'clock time frame, and then from the 8 to 8:30. But I want to invite people out to see this building and see some of the things they do. So actually, these walls you're saying are actually part of your display.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Well, we'll have you back on in just after 7:30. Okay.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Derek. All right. So we are live right here inside of the Dry Zone Worldwide headquarters. This is now the Dry Zone Red Barn. In other words, the Dry Zone Red Barn. I had no idea. I'm having so much fun here already this morning because I love learning new things.
And to keep with the barn theme,
Yes.
did you notice what they did over
I
here?
did. I can't believe it.
That is amazing. They've made office space, and the office space they made to look like horse stalls.
Yes. Isn't that cool?
That is great.
Yeah. So
So you can see their workmanship here just by looking
Yeah,
at their offices that they built.
Yep, they're fit and they're
Great
finished
quality.
And so on. Yep. So if you're out and about, or if you can get out and about, we're going to be here till 9 o'clock. And we encourage you to stop on by. I want to mention something, too. Later on in the show, probably in the 8 to 8:30 time frame, got a friend of mine, Doc Hunt. He is going to be on the phone with us. I forgot to tell Fran that, but we'll get Fran to call him after a while. But we're going to do a health tip. I'm going to start trying to do a health tip each week in the show.
Really?
Yeah.
I could probably use one of those. Maybe two.
Man, I can use it bad. And that it kind of goes with the thoughts I have of trying to get a little more fit and fiddle and eat a little better, even though I discovered a new restaurant last night. But anyway, I'm not saying I'll never eat out again.
They probably have some healthy choices there, Jim.
I just forgot to make them. But anyway, so I want to tell you we're going to start be doing a health tip in the show once a week, but that'll be in the 8 to 8:30 time slot. So trying to really get more things going on here. So you are listening to Weller Does Delmarva. Brooks Ritter, who is my normal co-host, has gotten sick, a little bit sick, and kind of feel bad for him. Now, Weller's is closed today. I forgot to mention that. We closed early Christmas Eve, closed the course for Christmas, and then we closed the Friday and Saturday afterwards. Just give everybody a break, and it's just ironic that I did because now Brooks is sick.
Well, that's the only time he's allowed to get sick, right?
That's the only time, only when we're closed.
Right.
And his brother's been off because he had twin little baby girls, and Brandon's busy with that. So the Weller group's been just spread a little thin, So anyway, I want to mention L&W Insurance Agency. They are my insurance company. I've dealt with them, my goodness, for probably 25 years. Remember when I started with them? I had been with another insurance company, had a claim. The insurance company got all weirded out on me, and I switched to L&W, and they said, Jim, it's just insurance, and we represent numerous companies. So if you ever do have a claim, nobody likes having to pay a claim, but that's what your insurance agent is there for, to work as a liaison between you and the insurance company. And what I like about L&W Insurance is, number one, this is a big thing. I know it sounds silly, but when I call, now, of course, during the day, not in the middle of the night, but when I call during the day, they have a human being answers the telephone. And so if I say, could I please speak to so-and-so or so-and-so, they'll let me know whether so-and-so's in their office or not. They'll let me know whether so-and-so's on the phone or not. Because, if I'm somewhere and I have a question or I need an answer, they, don't just stick me in voicemail land. And voicemails play a role, but I like it when I get a human being. But also, they take good care of me. And their big instructions to me are, we want you to call us when you have an insurance problem, not the insurance company, because the insurance company speaks a language I don't understand. They end up aggravating me. So I call L&W, and they are my agent, and they represent many insurance companies. So if I got one company I'm not clicking with, or I don't like the premium or the price or the coverage, and that's what they do. They shop it amongst 4 or 5 different insurance companies. Say, Jim, here's the price, but here's their how they handle claims, and here's what we've experienced with these people, and so on. So I like L&W Insurance Agency. I have people say to me all the time, how in the world could a man be happy with his insurance company? I'm happy with them. I like them. It's a necessary thing of being in business. You got to have insurance. Whether you own a house or a car, you got to have insurance. If you're alive, you need to have one of them umbrella policies just for the heck of it. So anyway, it's L&W Insurance Agency, 856-7828. They are located in Dover. They'll give you really good service. They take care of commercial coverage, life insurance, health insurance, home, auto. They cover it all. So give them a call, 856-7828. Check them out on the web. It's lwinsurance.com. Another person I want to mention that I have enjoyed dealing with is my power washing guy. His name is Scott Sockrider.
I'm going to need to get in touch with this guy.
Are you really?
Oh, yeah. I got some cedar siding.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only thing he doesn't do.
Oh, no.
No, I'm messing with you. You'll like him, Colin. In other words, I've gotten to know him a little bit, and he's done some work for me and for my kids and for my friends. And since we've been promoting him, I've had some people call me up that, dealt with him and so on. Now, I'm going to tell you about a special he had.
Okay.
I'm going to presume he'll do it for you. Okay?
Okay.
But anyway, I'm going to give you the phone number because he didn't authorize me to keep going with this. He said, do it till the end of November. So I'm kind of just winging it here. All right. But what he does is he's got 12 years experience of power washing. He has a really neat website, which is called theprofessionalpowerwash.com. And then he has a Facebook page, Power Washing Delaware. So like him on Facebook, if you would. I'm going to give the phone number in just a minute. But he does roof cleaning. Like at my house, had these streaks. And as odd as it sounds, them streaks look like rust. I'm thinking, how do my roofing shingles have rust? So it might not have been rust, but it just looked like it. To the untrained eye, it looked like rust.
In your unprofessional opinion.
In my unprofessional opinion. In my professional opinion, it looked like rust. But anyway, he cleaned my roof. But he also does gutter clean out, power washes houses and sheds, and barns and sidewalks and driveways and decks and steps. And he does fleet washing if you got trucks or big farm equipment or something like that. He also does restaurant hood cleaning. I would have to think that's a tough job, but he does that. And he'll go anywhere from the Pennsylvania line to the Virginia line and anywhere in between. So,
looking at his website, you know what I like about it? I see already.
What's that?
It's the same thing with Dry Zone. Their vehicles are all lettered. you
like
know
that?
who it is pulling up in your driveway.
Yep.
It looks very professional,
Yep.
and I like businesses that look
Yep.
professional. And it's not just a weekend hobby job.
Correct.
This is a real job that they do all the time.
They at least took the time to have a vehicle lettered.
Right.
Yep, I agree with that. And then you don't have you wonder, who's that in my driveway?
Right.
They
pull up, it's
right,
Dry Zone.
it's
right, exactly.
Yep. But anyway, he was telling me you could do like a 2,000 to 3,000 square foot home, depending on whether it's single story or 2-story or whatever, anywhere from $200 to $300. But here's the special he was offering, and I'm just going to offer it today. So you're going to have to say, Scott, I heard Jim on the radio. I want to schedule some work. I want that discount. It was a 20% discount, 20%. And this is no lie. I'm a pretty good shopper. I found him to be almost half the price of some people I used to deal with. Okay? Very happy with his work. Very happy. Because he's right there himself. I mean, he's on the scene, But his number is, here we go, it's 858-9568. 858, so you dial the 8, the 5, the 8, then you dial 9568. 858-9568. Scott Sockrider. Ask for that 20% discount. Tell him Jim Weller sent you. Give him a call. Even if you don't need power washing done, surprise your neighbor and have their house done, if you would. Okay? How do you like that?
Jim, I could really go for one of those surprises.
You hope your neighbor's listening, right? If your neighbor's the Colin Walls, surprise him. It won't make him mad, right? Wouldn't that be a great surprise? Especially if he shows up and he did the wrong house and it turns out to be yours.
Because you can't take it back.
Can't take it back. There's no one doing a power washing job. All right, then the other advertiser I have that I just love talking about, especially now since it's a little chilly out, is First Class Heating and Air. They've done a great job for me. I've had more than one heating and air conditioning system put in. In other words, I'm not at the same house. In other words, one at one house, one was a rental, one was my house, and so on. And I really like dealing with them, and they've done a great job for me. And I just want to say that if you need your heater serviced, or you don't need your air conditioner worked on right now, probably not. But they do plumbing and electrical and home performance. They even sell standby generators. So anyway, they've been serving Delmarva for over 40 years. They even work in Maryland. Fully licensed. Their people have uniforms on. Their vehicles are lettered. Nice company to deal with. Their website is firstclasshvac.com. All the words, meaning the word first, the word class, and then HVAC. I don't even know if that's a word, but it's HVAC.com, okay? Locally owned and operated. What are you laughing at?
I don't even know if it's a word.
Well, man, it just looks like 4 letters to me.
It is.
It is.
Do you know what it means?
No, what?
Heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Am I right? Yes. All right. We got to ask the professionals over here.
Well, I ain't been to college. I ain't been a. All right, First Class Heating and Air, 934-8900. Tell them I sent you if you would, because I get a penny for every endorsement. So this is how I'm making my money here. So anyway, Colin, how are you?
I'm doing good over here.
How was your Christmas?
It was great.
Was it great?
Yeah, it was really good.
Can you name your most favorite gift? Or are they all your favorites?
Oh, they're all my favorites. I can't name just one specific one because I'd probably make somebody mad if I did.
That's a good point. That's the safe road.
Yeah.
Is that called the high road?
Yes, I've been married.
Okay.
I know the neutral answer.
Right. Right. When your wife says, "How does this look on me?" Mm-hmm. It's on you. All right. Weller's is closed today, okay? I just wanted to get that out of the way just in case somebody was going to go there, but we will be right back at it. I do need to tell you next week's schedule. We're going to be open Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 9 to 5. And then after that, we're closing for New Year's, and then we're going to be closed Friday and Saturday because we got to take inventory. We normally close for a whole week to take inventory, but we have worked on our counting skills. So we are hoping to do a week's worth of counting in 2.5, 3 days, okay? So we'll be right back after that. On Monday, we'll be right back open again. Something that we have been selling the heck out of. You've got these up there at Walls Service Center, which is open today. What are you
That's
open
right.
until noon?
We're open till noon, yeah.
Noon.
And I'll actually be there from 10 to noon.
Will you really?
Yes, I will.
Performing or just there?
I'm going to be there.
Okay.
Going to try to work.
Not going to be putting on any performances. He'll be working. But anyway, we have this discount card that we had made up, and there's a lot of different restaurants on there. One is Applebee's, 10% off. Then there's Burgers and Beans, 10% off. Bethany Blues, 10% off. Alfredo's Pizza in Seaford, $7.99 for a large cheese pizza. That's a bargain. Abbott's Grill in Milford and Laurel, 10% off. Mama Maria's in Milford, 10% off. Nicola's, 10% off. Blue Water Grill, 10% off. Here's the one I love because I got a bunch of grandkids. Not a bunch, but I got 4 of them. But anyway, $1 off any size Blizzard. So that way I don't have to buy the big Blizzard to save $1. I can buy any size Blizzard. I could eat a Blizzard just about 9 o'clock this morning. They're closed, aren't they? The one in Milford, right down there.
Yeah, the one, yeah.
What time do you think they'll open today?
Which one?
The one downtown Milford.
The one that's closed?
It's closed. What time do you think it's going to open? Anyway, $1 off any size Blizzard. Ducking Car Wash, $3 off the Extreme Car Wash. Listen to this one. McDonald's, you get buy one, get one free, quarter pounder with cheese. Okay, that's the way to lose weight. Okay, that free one does not have as many calories as the one you paid for.
I don't think so.
Okay, and then Hardee's, listen to this, buy one, get one free. Any thick burger. This is a good little discount card. They're $15 each. I got a special on them right now. I'm actually closed, so you can't even get one from me till Monday, but you could get one from Colin today. But anyway, $10 a piece instead of $15, and then 3 for $25.
Yeah, I had somebody take us up on that offer yesterday.
Did you really?
I did, yeah.
Well, there you go. It's a good deal. So anyway, we had that made, and if you want to stop by, I got a few free things. I've got a Delaware 1059 keychain. It's absolutely free. Okay, 1 is free, 2 are $1. I got Weller's calendars. I'll even give you a Weller Does Delmarva business card. They're very rare.
Wow,
that's a
nice,
wow.
Yeah.
Then we got the Delaware 1059 ink pens that a lot of people, when they get them, they start pushing the end of it. They think it's like got an air pump in there or something. It's a stylus on the end of it. It's not an air pump ink pen. And a Weller Does Delmarva mug, absolutely free. Stop by the Dry Zone Red Barn this morning before 9 and see us. I got to take a break. Got to get my hair set. I'll be right back.
Maggie Johnson from the Delaware 1059 Weather Center. Waking up in the morning, you need accurate weather information to start your day. That's why I'm here every morning to give you the 3-day forecast for Sussex and Kent counties. You're invited to check in with us every morning on the Dan Gaffney Show and throughout your busy day for weather updates. From the Delaware 1059 Weather Center, the area's most reliable and accurate forecast you can depend on every day on Delaware 1059.
Mostly clear skies for the rest of your Friday, low 35. For tomorrow, mostly sunny, high 54. Saturday night, increasing clouds, low 42. Sunday, increasing rain and drizzle, high 53. And for Monday, a passing shower under cloudy skies, high 48. I'm Edie Robb in the Delaware 1059 Weather Center.
If you are in business, then you've probably been inundated with those techie types talking to you about things like SEO, SEM, mobile optimized, and others that sound like an alphabet soup of digital terms. With your customers researching products and services online, you know it's important for your company's future. But how do you decide what's best when you don't even understand what those terms mean? We are DBC Interactive, and we can help lead you to digital success with the products and services your business needs right now. Custom websites, mobile web, targeted online advertising, text messaging, reputation management, email, and more. All from a local company you can count on. No dead-end tech support phone calls here. Find out how DBC Interactive can help your business market and connect with your customers online. Call 302-422-7575. That's 302-422-7575 or visit dbcinteractive.com.
City Police Officer Rafael Ramos will be honored and remembered this morning at funeral services.
More than 3 hours before the funeral is set to begin, there is already a heavy police presence. Some officers in their formal uniforms are already outside of the church, right across the street from a fence that has been decorated with blue ribbons, showing support for the police force.
CBS's Mark Albert. Thousands of cops from around the country will attend the funeral.
It's a shame that we get together when a tragedy like this takes place, but we have to show our support.
Retired New York City Police Detective Peter Pillard. This woman attended the wake yesterday to show support for the Ramos family.
It's really hard, especially when it's close to Christmas, the holidays. I wouldn't want to wish that upon anybody else.
An NYPD official says the services this morning could prove to be the largest funeral in the history of the New York City Police Department. CBS News Update, I'm Gary Nunn.
You interested in a fireplace? How about a patio or even an outdoor kitchen? Does your roof need to be repaired or do you need a new roof? Well, you're in luck. Listen Saturday mornings with me, Fran the Man, from 10:30 until 11 o'clock, and call in with your questions during the Wirtz & Company Home Improvement Tips Program. Wirtz & Company, they've got an outstanding reputation for top quality products and workmanship. Wirtz & Company, since 1926.
Hello, this is Pastor Nate Graham from Berean Community Church. I want to tell you about a radio program called Taking God at His Word that airs on Sunday mornings from 6:30 to 7:30, right here on Delaware 105.9. Psalm 19:7 tells us the testimony of God makes wise the simple. We need wisdom and conviction in this uncertain age. So that's what you'll get at Taking God at His Word. Clear, rich, and practical exposition of God's Word, verse by verse, book by book. I hope it will be a blessing to your life.
Take Delaware 105.9 with you everywhere by streaming us on your smartphone or tablet. Download the Delaware 105.9 Listen Live app in the Apple App Store or Google Play Store today. Live streaming brought to you in part by Weller's Utility Trailers in Bridgeville, where they sell utility trailers new and used, as well as sheds, carports, gazebos, dog kennels, and swing sets. Give them a call at 302-337-8228 or on the web at wellers.com. On air, on demand, and on your device. Delaware 105.9.
If you thought the value and selection was spectacular for the holidays, wait till you see the after Christmas deals at Atlantic Pawn. Come to Atlantic Pawn now for the lowest prices and best selection of the year on electronics and more. Save on select diamond and gold jewelry. Shop where the jeweler shops because you've got a friend of the diamond business. Atlantic Pawn, no ordinary pawn store. But hurry, these deals won't last long. Atlantic Pawn, the Rodney Village Shopping Center, Dover, Route 113 north of Millsboro, and at the intersection of Route 13 and the Delaware State Line in Delmar. Tax refund. 2 words you love. If only you could access that refund now. Well, you can with a tax loan from Atlantic Finance. Borrow up to $1,500 and save a bundle because our loan process is simple. With payments you can afford. Plus, your privacy stays intact because with a tax loan from Atlantic Finance, there are no limits and no reporting. Apply today for your tax loan from Atlantic Finance at any one of our 6 convenient locations or call 422-3484.
Thanks for listening to Delaware 105.9 on your radio. And for your convenience, streaming live online. Visit Delaware1059.com to hear local news and talk for Delmarva online, streaming 24/7. Sponsored in part by Dart First State. Let Dart do the driving. Save money, save gas, ride greener. Bus routes statewide between Rehoboth, Georgetown, Dover, and Wilmington. Delaware 105.9. Streaming live at Delaware1059.com.
Hi, this is Delaware State Senator Brian Pettyjohn. From my family here in Georgetown to you and your family, wherever you are and wherever you may be traveling this holiday season, have a Merry Christmas and a happy, safe, and prosperous New Year.
The comments, views, and opinions expressed on the air at Delaware 105.9 are those of the hosts, callers, and guests, and not those of staff, management, or advertisers at Delmarva Broadcasting Company. The following program is a paid commercial presentation. The comments, views, and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect the views of the staff, management, or advertisers of Delaware 105.9.
Oh, my goodness. We're back already. I've changed positions for those people that are watching online. You can see that I've moved. Eric, how are we?
I'm doing just fine. How about yourself?
Good. Can you hear me okay, Colin? Just wiggle your ears. Okay. We're over here by the dry zone basket of Hershey's Kisses and Reese Cups. We've moved over here. I'll tell you what's neat. This office, you build this office up off the floor, so underneath it is a crawl space. I haven't looked in there yet. What's all in there?
It's got everything from the smart jacks, which we use for holding up, for foundation sagging floors. It's got the drainage matting down there.
Okay.
Basically, by the time it's actually completed, it will be a full crawl space the way we actually encapsulate crawl spaces.
So somebody can come in the worldwide headquarters, I keep calling it that, the Dry Zone Red Barn.
There you go.
And you're going to be able to educate them not only just like in a brochure or a magazine, you're going to be able to show them the product. And they can touch it, feel it, and so on.
They'll be able to put their hands on the products that are going in their homes.
Okay. So what was the next thing I wanted to talk about? Can we talk about raising concrete?
I knew we were going to head in that direction.
Okay, because I never heard of such a thing. You won an award for it, didn't you?
Absolutely.
Okay. Do you want to tell me about it?
I sure would love to.
All right. So how do you raise concrete?
Okay. Well, a lot of times the soil that the concrete sits on, like for instance on Route 1 when we did Route 1.
Okay. Route 1, you mean Route 1 in Delaware?
The highway was sinking, yes.
Okay, the highway was sinking.
You got it.
Okay, now we're not talking blacktop, we're talking the cement.
Correct, concrete.
Okay, concrete.
Right, not asphalt.
Okay.
All right. With concrete, what it does is it actually starts to sink, and when it sinks, we go in with what's called a poly level, which they used to use. It's very similar, I guess, kind of in a way, the process to what people know as mud jacking, which was a horrible way of doing it, because, see, it wasn't the concrete that's failing. It's actually the soil underneath the concrete. The concrete itself is fine. Well, the problem is when we do mud jacking is really heavy, so all we're really doing is adding more weight to the soil that's already failing. So it just makes it worse. With poly level, on the other hand, it's actually a foam. And what it does is when we put the foam underneath it, we simply just core out a small hole in the concrete. We go down below the actual drainage underneath the concrete, and then we pump in polyfoam, which is poly level. And what it does is it foams up and it lifts the concrete back into place. It's very light, but it's just as hard, if not harder, than concrete.
Now, I don't even know if you offer this service, but I'm just going to ask, okay?
We do.
Okay. Say a person has a sidewalk in front of their house.
Absolutely.
And part of the sidewalk, where the two pieces meet, has fell down over the years.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of digging up all the sidewalk and repouring it all and having all that mess and expense, you can come in and just lift that one piece of cement.
We can lift just the one piece of cement. Homes that are on slabs, and there's homes that don't have crawl spaces or basements. They're built on a slab. Well, sometimes those homes will also start to sink, and we can come in. We can lift entire homes.
Can you hold that one?
Absolutely.
Colin Walls is like the best. He is like the best guy to work with, other than Brooks. Brooks is listening, I have to say. Brooks is homesick, but he's somehow hooked an extension cord up for my headphones to work. If you're watching, you can see all this happening live. Oh, I can't hear anything. Okay, that's best. I work better when I can't hear anything because I don't pay attention anyway. So anyway, so I have a friend of mine. Good morning, Jack Riddle. Anyway, who I think has a sidewalk that's sagging in front of his house, and he was thinking, is it really possible to raise that? I mean, would you go out and do an estimate on just something as simple as that?
Absolutely.
Really?
We do it every day.
So, in other words, a person could call you. Well, I do have I'm hoping to get into this at some point, but my daughter has a house that is sagging.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys have come, and I think you're coming back next week, and we're going to talk about it some more, but they're going to somehow raise it, level it, make her doors shut right, and things like that, or windows will work better, and just many things. But they were explaining, I'm getting off of the raising the cement now. I have so many things I want to talk about. I'll go back to that in the next segment, okay? Let's stay on the raising the concrete. So what if a person had a pool? Like I used to have a pool. Man, and it had all these different, like I don't know if it's called a slab because, they pour the cement and then there's the line and then the next piece starts and so on. But I was stumping my toes all the time, especially when I was out there running around at night.
Makes your pool no fun, right?
It makes my pool no fun and my feet sore.
Right.
My feet get sore when I go swimming. Wasn't that awful? So that's another example of you can raise that concrete?
Absolutely. Yeah, the pools are usually a nightmare. What we like to see, not always necessary, but what we like to see is the blueprints for where the pool's put in. So hopefully you have those.
Okay.
It's not necessary, but it makes our job so much nicer.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have any blueprints. I probably didn't even get a permit. All I remember was when I put the pool in, 18 inches down, they hit water. And they were pumping water all the time they were putting the pool in. And I was thinking, now how's I'm not going to have anyway, that's a whole nother subject. I have to get a pool company on here to explain that. Okay. So anyway, raising cement is a doable thing with dry zone.
Absolutely. And it's
what can't you guys do?
There's not a whole lot.
Can you grow hair on a bald head? There we go. Bill will be working on it, how to grow hair on a bald head. So anyway, folks, I want to let you know we're right inside the Dry Zone Red Barn, conveniently located on Route 16 just outside of Ellendale. So you just go to the Rural Farms in Ellendale, and you get on 16 and you head to the Rural Farms in Greenwood, and we're right there on the right, or go to the Rural Farms in Greenwood, head to the Rural Farms in Ellendale, and we're right there on the left.
Those are the best instructions I've ever heard for this
really?
place. You know that, right? I think that's awesome.
Farms.
I
right.
love it.
And both of them have a car wash. So,
and we also want to mention, if you can't make it out here today, go to wellerdoesdelmarva.com
and look at
take a look at it. Now, it looks like they're sitting outside in front of a house.
It does, doesn't it?
They're not.
Here's the deck.
Yeah.
We're not outside?
You're not outside, Jim.
Okay.
You're not outside.
This is actually any longer.
This is actually inside of the Red Barn.
It's one of our offices.
Yeah. It does look like it's outside. See how smart he is? I would have never picked up on that. I thought all I'm focused on is these Hershey Kisses. So anyway. All right, Derek, you going to come back on in the next half hour?
I'd love to.
All right, and then maybe we'll talk about what I want to talk about is how they dig this hole, but instead of making cement like a nail, it makes it like a bell. I think that's what they said.
Okay.
You probably know what I'm talking about.
No idea.
No idea. All right, folks. I'm butchering it up here. All right. Thank you, Derek.
You got it.
All right. So anyway, folks, if you need your cement raised, or if you need your basement to not leak, or if you have a crawl space that needs some work, give them a call. 855-DRY-ZONE. 855-DRY-ZONE. Okay? Or dryzone.com on the World Wide Web. All right, we'll be back with Derek in the next half an hour. So next I need to talk about my accountant. Whew, it's that time of year that people do think about accounting. But the one thing, he said, Jim, I want to give a special on our easy payroll. The one thing, we deal with George Luff. Everybody knows I'm kind of happy with my accountant. Not a big deal, but a few years ago we had an audit, and it was like 8 days long, and it went real good. And he kept saying, they're going to find something. You got to let them win. They're going to, and we got all done, and I didn't owe any taxes. I didn't get any big rebates, but I was happy all the way through. So Luff and Associates is the name of it, and they do payroll now. It's called Easy Payroll. They've been doing it for a couple of years. And if you own a business, it's the time of year you might be saying, you know what, next year, which is just like next week, next year, I think I'm going to let somebody else do my payroll. I don't know what new rules are coming. If I make one mistake, it's going to cost me hours of time. It could cost me money. Here's the thing. George Luff and his staff, they do a great job. They have an office in Rehoboth. They have one in Milford. They have one in Dover. And it's called Easy Payroll. And they do our payroll. I say it all the time. My daughter loves it because when we used to take vacations, she still had to do payroll while we were on vacation. So they do it all for us. They take good care of it. So the new year is just around the corner. So if you want to give them a try, they gave me an offer. It's funny. I've got my accountant now giving some specials. In other words, I'm in retail, so I'm used to giving specials all the time. And now my accounting firm has said, let's give everybody a special. And I'm like, thou, you're talking. I like specials. So here's the deal. If you give them a call before January 1st, okay, so you're going to have to get right on it, 422-9699, 422-9699. You give them a call and say, hey, I'd like to try this Easy Payroll. I got 2 employees or I got 202 employees. It doesn't matter, anywhere in between. Very, very affordable. I got their pay scale right here. If you have 6 to 10 employees, it only costs you $30 a pay period. If you had 10 of them, that's $3 an employee. But let's say you had 51 to 100. So 100 employees only cost you $74 a pay period. That's less than $1 a person. So anyway, here's the deal. They're not going to charge you. If you call before now and the end of the year, again, you've only got a few days to do this, but it's the new year, and, you know, if you want them to just take care of it, here's the deal. You get free setup, so no charge to set it all up. and your first month of payroll processing is absolutely free, which means that it's not going to cost you anything. So give them a call, 422-9699, Luff & Associates. Tell them I sent you and say, hey, I want that special Jim was talking about, or clarify it in case he got it wrong, but I don't have it wrong. The setup's going to be free, and the first month is going to be absolutely free. 422-9699. Take that worry off your mind and just focus on running your business and let somebody else worry about your payroll, okay? Now, the other advertiser that I have gotten involved with that is a great place to eat, and I eat out a lot, and people know that, but I like good places, great service. We just had our company Christmas party there. It's Abbott's Grill in Milford, but Abbott's Grill not only has one in Milford now, they also have Laurel right downtown. It's right on the river. They have an outside deck if you want, if it's a nice day, or inside. Then they have a room in the back that has a lot of windows in it. I actually had a party there years ago. So anyway, it's Abbott's Grill. They also do catering, small events, large events, whatever size event, small customers, big customers. They can feed them all. Short people, tall people, it doesn't matter. They have food for all size people. All right, they have really good hamburgers, crab cakes. Everything they have is made with quality food, and they really do a nice job. And it always has a nice little look to it.
You know, one of the nice things is they use a lot of local foods.
Local foods.
Right, so locally grown.
What's a local food mean?
Well, locally grown. So apples they would use from T.S. Smith's or Pfeiffer's.
Okay, they support local businesses.
Absolutely,
also.
They support local businesses.
Wow.
Yeah,
yep.
and Kevin is just a great guy, and he really – he's the chef. He's the owner.
His whole staff, is all local, just good people.
Exactly.
Colin really loves it.
I really like Abbott's
Really
Grill.
love it. He's the one who got me involved with it. So anyway, so they have a Milford location if you need some catering done, or if you just want to take and go out to dinner and have a nice meal. They have a really nice website, which is abbotsgrilldE.com. They have great food, weekly specials, lunch, dinner, Sunday brunch, on and off-site catering for any occasion, large or small. And like I say, they have food for all types of people. So if you have a customer that's difficult, they'll become less difficult if you take them out to eat. So they just have food for everybody. So it's abbotsgrilldE.com. Check them out on the web. Big time taste, small town nice. And I would agree with that. Laurel and Milford. And another thing that they have in Milford, where they're at, they actually, just a few doors down, have opened a fitness center called MilfordFitness.com. So you could check that out on the web, too. It's the new year. It's about time to work on getting fit. And it's more than just a nice gym. It's about health, nutrition, lifestyle. And another thing they have inside there.
This is what I'm excited about.
This is what Colin's excited about. Let's just say you're in a hurry. You don't have time for a sit-down lunch, but you don't want to get fast food. You want to get good food fast. They have right inside the door there, you can go right in the gym, and they have, I'll call it a cooler.
A reach-in cooler.
Right.
Yep.
And they have food that they've prepared that you can grab it and go. So, yeah, so if you want a good quality sandwich, but you want to get it and go and not sit down and so on, you can get Abbott's Grill's quality food at the fitness center to go. So anyway, it's not just a fitness center. It's about health, nutrition, lifestyle, and so on. It's a new year. Give them a call at 422. This is the fitness center, 422-4442. Okay? That would be a 44 waist, 42 NC.
That's where you start.
That's where you start. And it all gets smaller from there. 422-4442 or on the web, MilfordFitness.com. Colin, I'm going to say this because I'm not positive.
Okay.
Is it a gym that you can go to 24 hours a day?
I don't think they've started that yet. I think that's their goal,
but they're
is to
working
get to the
towards
24-hour fitness, a 24-hour fitness center, I believe.
24 hours. Can you imagine exercising for 24 hours straight?
Oh, man. I can't wait till they open the restaurant for 24 hours.
There
I'll
you
just
go.
eat for
Or just
24
give you a
hours.
swipe card. You can go ahead and serve yourself. Anyway, Abbott's Grill, Milford and Laurel, and the Mississippian Fitness Center in Milford. Good people, good place to deal. Tell them Jim Weller sent you. I get a penny for every customer I send my advertisers. This is how I'm building my retirement.
And speaking of fit, there's a fit young lady that has just walked in, Jim. Did you notice
my
that?
young bride, Denise. How you doing? You want to come talk to us? All right. She come to see what's been done with the barn.
Yes.
Yes. So if you are listening, please stop by. I got a few giveaways. In other words, we're going to be giving away smiles later on this morning too, okay?
All right,
and head
I'll save
nods.
them up.
I can nod my head to you as you come in.
You walk in.
Yeah, as you walk in. So nods are free. Weller does Delmarva. Collector Series coffee mugs are free. We've got the 1059 ink pens and keychains and smiles and head nods. We're inside the barn. If you've not been here since I was here, you won't even recognize it. It is absolutely amazing what they've done with it.
Did they lay new floor down?
No, I think they cleaned it.
They just cleaned it? Okay.
A lot. The word "a lot" has been added to. We cleaned the floor. So anyway, it really looks great, and I want to encourage people to stop by because we're actually doing a live remote here this morning. So I told them that we would get 4,000 or 5,000 people to stop by and stick their head in the door and say hi.
All within the last 5 minutes of the broadcast.
All within the last 5 minutes of the show. Yes. So anyway, come on, folks, get up and get out and come see me if you would. You're listening to Weller Does Delmarva, and Weller's Utility Trailers is closed today, and we will be back at it Monday morning at 9 o'clock. So we'll be open Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, 9 to 5. Going to be closed Thursday for New Year's Eve, and then we'll be closed Friday and Saturday for inventory. So if you need a trailer, I forgot that law. It's Section 179 or something like that. So business people know what I'm talking about. So if you need to make any year-end purchases, whether you want to buy a generator or whether you want to buy a trailer, we've put everything on sale. So if you say, well, how much is a trailer? You're closed. I can't find out. You can find out. I got a way. We're now on the World Wide Web. We were using the local web.
Right.
We have expanded. We're on the World Wide Web, which would be www.worldwideweb, or what would Weller do? Anyway, www.wellers, Wellers. So many people think it's Wheeler. It's Wellers. It's Wheeler Dealer, but the name is Wellers.
I've never heard anybody think it's Wheeler.
Haven't you?
No.
Okay. Well, anyway,
I think you're making this up.
I don't know. Let me think about it. But anyway, it's Wellers.com. You can see almost all of our trailers there. All the prices are there. Everything's on sale. If you want to go walk around today, they're all out there. We didn't put them away. They're all outside. So kick the tires. If you open the door of an enclosed trailer, please close it when you're done.
I have a question.
Please.
How high have you stacked trailers before? How many high?
They're 8 or 10 or maybe 12 feet high. It's crazy, Colin. I mean, you would not believe it. Like if you've not been to Weller's in a while, and it is something I've done, this is a huge experiment, okay?
Okay.
I am spending almost $1 million by the end of the year on additional inventory. Not inventory we needed. I hope my wife can't hear all this. Anyway, on inventory speculating. So this is like I'm a speculator, okay? Mm-hmm. So I'm speculating that next year is going to be a fantastic year. And I'm feeling good about the economy. I'm feeling good about the price of gas being down. I'm feeling good that, we've just done a good job for our customers. And a lot of our customers are going to need more trailers because trailers are not the kind of thing that you can just own one of. We have people, they'll buy an open trailer, then they'll buy an enclosed trailer, then they'll buy a dump trailer, then they want an aluminum trailer, then they want one for their motorcycle, and then they want one to haul sailboat fuel in. So we have them all, okay, whatever you need. We have new, we have used. But I'm speculating it's going to be a good year.
And
yes.
I'm guessing the bank is speculating or praying
that
you're going to sell them, that you're not just collecting.
Fortunately, my banker does not get up this early, so I'm in good shape. But anyway, so last year it got busy in March, April, May, real busy, and we couldn't get trailers physically fast enough because if I sell out of trailers and order a load, it takes 8 to 10 weeks to get a load of trailers. So if I get busy in mid-April, the party's over by the time I get more inventory.
And the customer doesn't want to hear. Check back with me in 8 weeks.
Yeah.
They're going to go somewhere else.
And then they go somewhere else, and they don't have much to choose from, but they got to settle.
They settle.
And we don't want our customers to have to settle. We want our customers to have what they want at the price they want at the time that they're ready to buy it. So it's Weller's Utility Trailers. On the web, it's Wellers.com. If you'd be so kind to like my Facebook page, I'd appreciate that. Even if you don't like the Facebook page, just hit the like button and pretend it's a dislike button, okay? So always looking for new friends on Facebook. I'm the Jim Weller from Delaware. And Facebook's kind of an amazing thing. You can learn a lot about me. Speaking of learning about me, you could go to Wellers.com. Right on the very front, there's a neat little video about me. A lot of people watch it and then send me a little note saying, oh, I had no idea you used to be tall and thin with a full head of hair and so on and so forth. So it's just a little bit about my life and so on and so forth. So check that out at Wellers.com. Relax and enjoy the little video of me, and then tell me what you think when it's over. So you're listening to Weller Does Delmarva. We are here. We are live. We are at the Wellers Red Barn. And as an added bonus, we're going to give a free Hershey Kiss. Can you see it? Does it show up in the camera?
Yeah, I think so.
With everybody that stops by, okay? And if you don't want it, I'll take your Hershey Kiss for you. Okay?
It's even wrapped still.
It's even that's right. They're still wrapped. I'll tell you what, I'll unwrap them, and I'll have them sitting out for you. So if you'd like a Hershey Kiss, we have those. We have the collector's item of Weller Does Delmarva mugs and the ink pen, and we're giving away free smiles. We'll give you a little head nod as you come in, and we'd like you just to stop by is what we're saying. We're here at Weller's Red Barn. We've talked these people, not Weller's
Red Barn.
The Dry Zone Barn, the Dry Zone Red Barn. We've talked these people into having
It is the same building, though. It's the
same building.
It used to be Weller's
Same
Red Barn.
blacktop. They haven't changed the blacktop or anything.
No, they did clean it, too, though.
They
just
did
like
clean
the floor.
it, yes.
Looks new.
The floor. A lot. Yeah, the floor is not
right.
only clean, but it's clean a lot. So we have to keep adding that to it, a lot. So anyway, I sensed that Derek was involved in supervising the cleaning of the floor. A lot. So anyway, we're going to be here till 9 o'clock. We're looking for people to stop by and say hi. Colin Walls is my co-host. If you've never met Colin Walls, you can meet him this morning. Will you be signing autographs?
I'm thinking about it. Yeah, we've got some Delaware 105.9 pens.
Okay.
Yeah, I will sign their blank checks.
Their blank checks.
Yes.
Okay. Put your name on the pay to the order of line. All right, well, we're having a good time. It's Weller Does Delmarva. We do the show every week. Also, you can watch it for real. You can watch it now for real, or you can watch it later for real. Because people are saying, who would want to watch you talk on the radio? A lot of people. At least 18. Sometimes 66. Sometimes 118. So,
but it looks like you're sitting outside right now.
It does, doesn't it?
Look at the camera and
I've got my hand on the deck here on the steps.
And this isn't outside. This is actually
inside.
It's inside. I'm sorry. You're outside of the inside.
It's
house.
an inside shot of what the outside would look like if I was outside. And we're still inside.
And we're still
on
inside,
the clean
right.
floor.
That's right. So you're sitting outside. Or you're sitting inside. It looks like outside.
Yes. All right. The crawl space threw you off, didn't it?
It did.
All right. We're going to be back in a few minutes with Weller Does Delmarva. Get in your car and come on down here and bring donuts if you're coming. That will be the third week in a row somebody did that. Okay? We'll be right here. We'll be right back. Bye.
Sales, service, training? There's no better place to come than Shooter's Choice. Shooter's Choice offers you everything you'll need from training to shooting sports, firearms, and accessories. Browse their large selection of shotguns, hard-to-find guns, supplies, and accessories for men and women. If they don't have it, they can get it. Shooter's Choice offers professional service for every gun they sell. They also offer several firearm safety courses and Delaware's concealed carry class monthly, with information on all the safety and instructional classes you need to operate your handgun safely. Don't miss visiting shooterschoicede.com and take advantage of their weekday specials like half-price range time, firearms and ammunition specials, and even accessory specials. Shooter's Choice, Delaware's first choice in firearms. Open every day and located across from the Walmart in Dover. Online at shooterschoicede.com.
Always on target. Shooter's Choice. Yeah, yeah. Shooter's Choice. Always on target.
From the first town in the first state in the USA, we're WXDE, Lewis.
Delaware 105.9.
CBS News, I'm Gary Nahn. Funeral services begin in a couple of hours at Christ Tabernacle, a mega church in the Glendale section of Queens, New York, for slain NYPD officer Rafael Ramos. Vice President Joe Biden is expected. to attend these services. CBS News correspondent Mark Albert is outside the church.
Thousands of police officers from around the country are expected here today. JetBlue Airlines flew many officers from departments all across the U.S. here to this service. Last night, there were thousands of people in line, many of them police officers, waiting for hours to get into the church to pay their respects to Officer Ramos at his wake.
One official says the Ramos services may turn out to be the largest funeral in the history of the New York City Police Department. Blame is being leveled at the United States, specifically President Obama, for the release of the film The Interview and the shutdown of North Korea's internet service for a while. Pyongyang describes the president using racial slurs and very rough language. Reporter Andrew Selman in Seoul.
They've shot back with what can only be described as a racist insult, claiming that Obama is like a monkey in a tropical rainforest.
North Korea denies hacking Sony Pictures. Border Patrol in McAllen, Texas was alerted Christmas Day by La Jolla, California police of a possible abduction, indicating a Border Patrol agent was kidnapped in the Rio Grande Valley area.
We got recordings. We got this particular person identifies himself as a member of this particular group.
La Jolla Police Chief Giovanni Hernandez, an FBI investigation is underway. A National Border Patrol Council official says all agents are accounted for. Some people in Ferguson, Missouri are angry over comments said to have come from the police department over the destruction of a makeshift memorial to 18-year-old Michael Brown. KMOX reporter Michael Calhoun.
Ferguson police officer Tim Zoll says he didn't call the memorial a pile of trash, as the Washington Post quotes him. Instead, he says he meant that a driver which plowed through the memorial, destroying it, may have thought it was a pile of trash. The spokesman also says Ferguson police won't investigate because the memorial was in the car's right of way. Protesters rebuilt the memorial after it was run over. Michael Calhoun, CBS News, Ferguson, Missouri.
Gasoline prices have fallen for 93 days in a row. The AAA says the average price of a gallon of unleaded regular nationwide is $2.30, down 2 cents since yesterday. It is the second day of Kwanzaa.
It's an African-American tradition that started in the mid-'60s.
Kwanzaa came as a result of oppression, and we wanted to express ourselves in America. Everyone has their own rules there in terms of their cultural heritage, so it's our link between Africa and America.
Baba Tunde says that the celebration highlights 7 principles to live by.
WCBS reporter Monica Miller. UPS and FedEx seem to have the holiday delivery crush figured out after a debacle last season. Both companies say they delivered more than 99% of express packages on time. This is CBS News.
Hi, welcome to Hellsberg Diamonds.
Hi there. We'd like to look at engagement rings. Wait, is that the Geico Gecko?
Oh, hello. I'm just admiring this lovely diamond solitaire ring.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
Well, that was easy. Now, who thinks it's a good idea to save money on their car insurance?
I do.
I do.
Wow. I think we just had the wedding rehearsal.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
It's the most advanced technology available. Engineered with over 200 million sensory receptors. Its all-terrain design is beautifully formed, weather-resistant, reliable, astonishingly high performance in even the most challenging of circumstances. And it is also the finest search technology in the world. There's nothing else quite like a search dog. Be part of the search. Go to searchdogfoundation.org to see how you can help.
Some show business male mainstays who left us this year. CBS's Jim Chenevey.
I come to pay my respects.
And fans pay their respects to Eli Wallach as well as Robin Williams.
Good morning, Vietnam!
Philip Seymour Hoffman, Sid Caesar, Harold Ramis.
Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters!
Movie trailers won't seem the same without Hal Douglas's narration.
A story this big can only...
Mickey Rooney will never again put on a show.
I'm so delighted I've ignited.
And here's to you, Mike Nichols.
Cuckoo-ca-choo, Mrs. Robinson.
His directing made great actors even greater. Jim Chenevey, CBS News.
Former South Carolina Governor James B. Edwards has died. He was the state's first Republican governor since Reconstruction. James Edwards was 87. Yabinan, CBS News.
Robitussin Cofequence number 29, the not-so-silent night.
Sorry, hon.
Oh, you keep waking me up.
I think that's...
Come on, it's 3 a.m.
Control your cough with Robitussin DM Max Nighttime. It has a unique dual-action liquid that instantly soothes your throat and delivers fast, powerful relief of the coughs that can keep you up at night, which is good news for you and the person one pillow over. Robitussin. Don't suffer the consequences. Use as directed.
Hi, welcome to Healthburg Diamonds.
Hi there. We'd like to look at engagement rings. Wait, is that the Geico Gecko?
Oh, hello. I'm just admiring this lovely diamond solitaire ring.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
Well, that was easy. Now, who thinks it's a good idea to save money on their car insurance?
I do.
I do.
Wow. I think we just had the wedding rehearsal.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Program is a paid commercial presentation. The comments, views, and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect the views of the staff, management, or advertisers of Delaware 1059.
He's coming. Almost here. Almost ready.
All right, we're back on, everybody. Weller Does Delmarva. My goodness.
You really want to go to wellerdoesdelmarva.com and see that. Jim was running.
I was running. Yeah, they will be able to see it. There's a collector's item.
There
it
is.
All right, we are back. My goodness. And we are inside the barn. Been walking around. It's just beautiful what they've done with it. Everything looks like little horse stalls over there and so on. Is one of those horse stalls yours, Derek?
Absolutely. The commercial sales one.
You're the head horse? So how many horsepower is this company?
I wouldn't say I was the head horse.
Okay. All right. Let me hit one of my sponsors real quick. I don't know if you like auctions or not. Do you go to auctions?
I do.
Okay.
Auctions.
Well, there is a big one on January 1st.
Great.
New Year's Day. Wilson's Auction has one every year. It's their annual auction. Starts about 9 o'clock in the morning. All kinds of stuff going on. They have shotguns. They're going to have antiques. They have all kinds of things, but the one thing that always interests me is the low-digit tag market. Now, at 1 o'clock, that is actually going to go. But they've got estate jewelry and just all kinds of things. So Wilson's Auction, Dave Wilson and his staff do a great job. If you have an estate you want to settle, if you have a business you just want to get rid of some inventory, if you have a garage just full of a bunch of junk and you want to turn it to cash. People used to have yard sales, but now everybody's scared to bring people to their yard and to their house and show them what they have, so they'd rather just take it to an auction, be done with it, and so on. So it's Wilson's Auction, located right on Route 113 in Lincoln. They actually have an auction today. It starts about 10 o'clock this morning, runs all the way up into the evening. They have furniture, and they have appliances, and they have tools, and just all kinds of stuff. Inside, outside the building, Wilson's Auction is going on today. Then Tuesday night, they have an auto auction. But then on Thursday, January 1st, 2015, they have a big all-day auction. And it starts at 9 o'clock. But they have, like I say, a lot of antiques, a lot of glassware, all kinds of things. But they have some guns that are going to be auctioned off. The guns are going at about 11:30. Now, like I say, I'm talking about the January 1st auction. So you've got today that you could go to Wilson's. You've got Tuesday night you could go and buy a car or sell a car. And then you've got Thursday, they're doing their New Year's Eve auction. But the thing I always get a little interested in is the tags, low-digit tags. And one neat thing is you can go to Wilson's Auctions, wilsonsauction.com, wilsonsauction.com, and look on their website. And they have an area there that I don't know if it says Delaware tags or tag prices or something like that, but you can see what tags have sold for. So you can say, wow, what did that tag sell for? Oh, I know who owns that tag. Well, you can see and you can see that they've went up and they've went down, but they're on the back up side of things. So they've got some tags coming up on Thursday. They've got tag number 6470. I actually have tag number 6476. But they've got 6470, tag number 9084. Then they've got a C tag, C855, and then C7338, an RV tag, another C tag, and so on. So if you aren't doing anything on New Year's Day, or even if you are, you might want to purposely go and attend the tag auction. They're also going to have Harrington Raceway stock, 23 shares of that, and a lot of antiques and a lot of things. It's an all-day event. Go to wilsonsauction.com, WolsonsAuction.com. You can click on the ads. There's lots of pictures, little figurines and glassware and lamps and tables and just all kinds of stuff. So if you need an auctioneer, here's a neat tag they got, race car.
Wow.
Do you know what race car spelled backwards spells?
Race car.
Bingo. You got it. Bingo. He got it. Anyway, so they've got knives, they've got guns, they've got all kinds of stuff. Look at the silverware and just all kinds of things. I printed it all out here. These coins and rings, necklaces, and so on. Yeah, they got the guns, don't they?
Tons of guns, don't
yep.
they? Oh, some of them are really nice.
Yep. So anyway, Wilson's Auction, they've got a phone number. I know I highlighted it. It's 422-3454, 422-3454. They even going to have a vehicle, a 1998 Ford Ranger. So a lot of interesting things. So you've got today, you can go to Wilson's Auction, and there's all kinds of stuff. And one thing Dave Wilson likes me to emphasize is that what you bid is what you pay. You bid $100, you pay $100. And what he means by that is some auction companies charge a fee above what you bid. We're at Wilson's Auction. When you're bidding, you don't have to recalculate in your mind, okay, if I bid $100, how much am I really going to have to pay? What you bid is what you pay at Wilson's Auction.
That's really nice.
Tell them I sent you if you give them a call or deal with them and you see Dave Wilson or any of his staff. All right, let's go back to Dry Zone. I'm sure you had an entire segment planned, but I'm wearing you out with questions. So I'm talking to Derek from Dry Zone, and we're talking about the different things. We can raise concrete. We can completely remodel a basement. But I have a daughter that has a house that is an older house, and it's sagging. And you say, how do I know my house is sagging? Well, the doors aren't shutting right. And the gaps below the door, above the door, things like that.
Cracked drywall is another good indication.
What is it now?
Cracked drywall.
Cracked drywall,
yeah,
okay.
Drywall cracking inside your home, it's a good indication that
something is not right.
You got it.
So they've come out, Dry Zone has come out, and they were talking to her about, like, if you come in here to the barn and you look under this crawl space, my wife and I were just looking under there. It's all nice and neat. Them little teeny jacks.
Right, the smart jacks.
Smart jacks, okay. So they're talking about jacking up. But the one thing they told her that really impressed her that I've remembered and retained, I don't retain much, but I got this one, that a lot of people would think you just take a piece of cement like a paver and put it underneath the jack and jack it up.
Oh, no.
Correct.
No.
That's what she's...
No, that's your chuck in a truck job. Yep.
Okay. What'd you call it?
Chuck in a truck.
Chuck in a truck.
Chuck in a truck.
Okay. I know what you mean. All right. Well, anyway, they were explaining how they dig a hole. And I'm thinking, okay, so they dig a hole underneath their house and they pour cement in it. And then they put the jack on. They went, no, you don't just dig a regular old round hole. I described it as a bell, where the hole goes down, but it's wider at the bottom.
Correct. And what that'll do is it actually allows, instead of, okay, well, usually when they dig a hole, they'll actually dig a hole and they really don't pay a whole lot of attention to it. So
they don't pay a whole lot of attention to the hole.
I know that sounds really crazy, but that's a real important part of supporting the home. Is the foundation that you pour.
Okay.
And what happens is when they dig these holes, they just simply, usually it's the lowest guy on the totem pole that's got to get out there with a shovel and has got to dig the hole.
Right.
He's not real interested in digging that hole the proper way. He just needs to get a hole dug. He's got about 16 of them to dig.
Under a house that nobody's ever going to see.
You got it.
Right.
Well, then they come in there and they pour that concrete. The problem is when they dig this hole, they don't square it off at the bottom, or they don't be like the bell situation you were talking about, where it's actually wider at the bottom than it is at the top.
I've never heard of this thought.
It's like a sphere of influence. It allows the weight of the home to spread out more evenly instead of driving it down like a nail, like you were talking about earlier.
Right, that's what they were telling her.
It took me a second to realize what you were talking about, but I'm like, I know where he's going with this.
Right, and I was thinking, what a concept. I mean, because I would have done the paver thing. I would have said, get a couple pavers, put it underneath the jack. Where are they going to go? They aren't going nowhere.
They're going to sink.
They're going to sink.
With the weight of the home. You're absolutely right.
But this bell concept, so instead of just digging a round hole and then putting the jack on it and then just driving that round thing, the bottom of it's wider than the top.
Exactly.
I was like, who's the guy that owns this? Bill Anderson?
I can't remember that guy.
Anyway,
Bill Anderson,
how did he get so smart so young? I'm thinking, how did this man get so wise so young?
He doesn't give out any bigger discounts because they're saying that's right.
Oh, really? Darn. He's only on the other end of the building.
Right.
I'm trying to fluff him.
You can see his head swelling from here, though. Look.
Yeah. Good thing he doesn't have a hat on. All right. So anyway, that really intrigued me. I was like, wow, this is really a science, I guess you would say.
There's more.
There's a real method to this.
There really is. And the guys that are underneath there and they're doing this work, they're all, we don't just stop in at Home Depot and pick up anybody that needs a job.
Right.
These guys are actually trained professionals.
It sounds like it.
They have to. There's a lot that they have to learn to be able to do this. There's more to it than just going underneath the house and putting a jack in. And we see that happen all the time, and we wind up going out and correcting it.
I'm going to sense that. In other words, because no matter, if you get this done, the truth will show up sooner or later.
Oh yes.
Because it's either going to be done right, or it's going to be done and then need to be done right.
You got it.
So in other words, but it's dryzone.com if you want to learn a little bit about it, and the phone number is 855-DRY-ZONE. And are you going to be here till 9?
I'm going to be here with you the whole time.
Oh, okay. Is that, you're not threatening me? You're saying it's like an encouragement. I'm hanging out with you.
I was told to keep my eye on you.
Okay, that's a good idea. But anyway, so if you want to stop by, we would like that. Now, what are we giving away, Colin? Colin, what's behind?
We're not giving away Colin.
We're not giving away Colin.
No.
Okay. Free smiles. Right. If you come in and we're on the air, we'll give you a free head nod, like I'm on the air, stay back. Okay, and free coffee mug, ink pen, keychain, and so on. Is that right?
Now, this Delaware 105.9 mug, are you giving that away, that thermal insulated
I am.
mug, or is that yours?
I just don't know. That is actually the very last one in existence that I'm aware of.
Wow.
I don't know what to do. I don't know how to give that to the most worthy person to own that thing. So I have to think about that. I have to make a contest out of it.
Now, are we going to be talking to Doc Hunt here soon?
Yeah.
With a health
I forgot
tip?
all about Doc Hunt. Daggone it. I need to tell Fran to call him. Oh, how do I do that? Fran, I'm going to give...
You're going to give him the number now?
I'm going to give it right now.
Okay.
Fran,
listen up.
I need you to call him. Well, let me finish up with Dry Zone, but let me give Fran this number. Derek, can you hang in there with me?
Go ahead.
This is live radio
Do what you need to do.
at its finest, okay? You can tell I forgot to give this number. Fran, here's the number, 344. That's a 344 8439. 344 8439. You're going to be calling Doc Hunt, and we're going to have a health tip with Doc Hunt, who has Hunt for Health. Really cool dude.
What's that number again, Jim?
344 8439. Everybody will be calling Doc now. 344 8439. If you're in the listening audience, don't call him yet, because I need Fran to call him and get him on the air. So, Derek, what else do we need to know?
Well, we don't just fix all these wonderful basements and crawl spaces and support foundations. We also offer jobs to the community.
Really?
We are hiring. We are hiring. We do everything from marketing.
You feeling good about the economy?
Oh, absolutely.
Me too.
Absolutely.
I am too.
Absolutely.
So you're hiring?
We're marketing, call center, office personnel, production, sales, everything. We're ready.
So I could get a job in the marketing department, maybe?
Is he qualified?
Do you do any charity work? Do you do charity work? I'd like to work with you guys. I'm excited just to get to know you and learn about Dry Zone. And, up to now I thought it was just a word on a lease when I leased them the building. But now I'm like, this is a real company.
You just want to hang out in the office.
Right.
That's what you want
to do. This is real people that are really giving back to the community and employing people and trucks and getting windshields fixed and so on. So, Derek, I'm going to thank you for being on. Okay?
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right.
Thank you for having me.
I'm going to switch gears now, okay?
Go for it.
All right. So, anyway, that's dryzone.com, and then the phone number is 855, and then the word Dry Zone. Now, this is a new segment of Weller Does Delmarva. A good friend of mine, Doc Hunt. A lot of people know him. And he's a licensed athletic trainer. I've known him for years. And, Doc, are you on the phone?
Absolutely, I am. How you doing, Jim?
Real good. How you doing?
I'm doing very good. Been listening to the show.
What are you thinking? Do I sound healthy?
You're getting there.
Yeah, I've made a conscious decision. That's all the further I've gotten so far. I've been working with Doc. Actually, Doc comes to a building I have in Ellendale 2 mornings a week at 6 o'clock in the morning to work with a group of us for about an hour, and he's done a great job. And a lot of different people are involved in this little group, and I thought, you know what, Doc is just, I've enjoyed knowing him. He's a wealth of information, and he likes to talk about as much as I like to talk, and I thought we need to get this guy on the radio and let him give a little health tip. It's the new year right around the corner. People start thinking about their health. And, Doc, do you have some thoughts you want to share with us for today?
Absolutely, Jim. In a couple of days, the new year will be here. And, the best New Year's resolution that we could ever have is to give the gift of lifelong health. It's priceless because we can never gain our health back if we do not do something about it. And health is one of the gifts that we can give ourselves that resonates in every dimension of our life, starting from within. And you know that, or you wouldn't have called me yesterday to talk to me about you're really going to get serious about nutrition and serious about exercise.
Right.
We've all endured some sort of ailment in our lives, from a minor paper cut, a week-long flu, to a broken arm, maybe a disease such as cancer. And whether our day-to-day was disrupted or our entire life was threatened, we've all felt that tremendous, liberating feeling of regaining our health. And that moment we realize that, it becomes easier each day after getting our health back. We thought, you thought for yourself, I can do anything now that I'm healthy. I mean, look at Miss Denise. Miss Denise is so excited about the weight is down. She has more energy. She's eating the G-bombs. She's exercising. She remembers the importance of nurturing her most highly prized vehicle, and that's our body.
Yep. Tell us, what are the G-bombs?
Well, the G-bombs, in fact, this morning I was at an exercise facility that I also work at, and a gentleman came up to me and said, so you're the doctor guy that can help me with my nutrition? I said, yes, I can. And this was about 5:30 in the morning. And I said, you need the G-bombs? He said, yeah, somebody told me that you're the G-bomb man. And I said, yes. I said, what's really interesting is that it's not special food. And I got this from Dr. Joe Furman when he was on PBS, and I thought this guy was a quack. There's no way this program is going to work. And after the fourth time, I finally bought the entire program. I teach it at the school I teach at. I teach to all my clients. The G-bombs is nothing more than you eating this daily. And Miss Denise eats it twice a day.
Yep.
Twice a day. The G-bombs is G stands for greens. You want to have a dark green leafy vegetable salad and one cooked green a day.
Okay.
The O stands for, or the B stands for beans, whether it's peas or beans, lentils. You want to have a half a cup of them a day, and I put them right on my salad. The O stands for onions, a half a cup of onions. The M stands for mushrooms, and Dr. Furman says you should cook these. I get them usually marinated, which means there's a little bit more oil, so if you're trying to lose weight, that may not be the right way to go. But I put 2 or 3 mushrooms on my salad. And then you have the other B stands for berries. That's blueberries, blackberries, raspberries, strawberries, and pomegranates. And I just go to Food Lion and buy those frozen berries and just thaw them out and then eat them. You also have the S stands for seeds and nuts. And the best nuts are walnuts and almonds. But you can also have hemp seed, flaxseed, and chia seeds. And I take 2 tablespoons of flaxseed a day, what I put on my salad and my power drink. So he says by eating this every day, what you're doing is you're actually able to prevent 90% of all diseases known to man. And if you have a disease, you have a sickness, he says we can reverse 90% of all diseases and sicknesses. Now that's interesting because he says you're trying to boost your immune system so that it can fight off all the viruses, bacteria, funguses, and all the germs that attack our body daily.
Wow. Well, that is what Denise has really subscribed to, and I'm going to get more involved in it. It's not a quick fix thing. It's a life change is what I'm working on. Denise has lost 50 pounds over 3 years. She just reached her goal in the past week, of which I forgot the weight she's at, but she's really happy. Don't say. Colin. Shaking his head like a madman over there. All right. Well, Doc, can I give out your phone number again since I blabbed it all over the radio already?
Absolutely. And if there's anything, my goal is to see if I can help people regain their health so that they can remember what Hippocrates said, the father of medicine over 2,000 years ago. Let medicine be your food and let food be your medicine. And by doing that, we can repair our bodies and we can become healthier so we can live a longer, healthier life, so that what we can do is we can do more for God, more for our church, our family, more for where we work, because we just feel healthier and we look healthier. And we may be a blessing to other people to let them know what we're doing so that they can do it as well.
All right. Well, I'm going to say you've been a blessing to me and my family, and I thank you. And I'll give out your number here, and I'm going to thank you for the call, for talking to us on the radio.
Very good, Jim. God bless, and see you Tuesday.
See you Tuesday. All right. That is Doc Hunt. He is a good friend of mine. His phone number, if you want to just call him and talk to him, he's actually not selling anything. He's just has a passion for health and for life, and it's 344-8439, 344-8439. If you just want to give him a call, if you happen to want to join our little exercise group on Tuesday and Thursday morning, I have a couple openings there. You can call me about that, and we'll talk a little bit. But Doc works out with us. And if you want to email him, it's Hunt, H-U-N-T, the word for, F-O-U-R, health, hunt4health@gmail.com. So anyway, you're listening to Weller Does Delmarva, and we are having a ball here. We are inside the Dry Zone Red Barn. We have had a couple people stop by. We'd like a couple more to stop by. We're having a good time. Now that I've had Doc on, I can't say bring me some donuts because he might hear me. So he might have heard me earlier. But anyway, that was just like a little inside joke. 2 weeks in a row, I said, bring me donuts. And 2 weeks in a row, we had people bring donuts.
Oh, you meant green leafy donuts, right?
Green leafy donuts. That's what I meant. Just juice the daggone things while you're at it. We did get a juicer for Christmas, Denise and I, and she's been doing real good. I'm very proud of her. She walks every day or rides her bike and so on, and meanwhile, I'm just eating out all the time and just getting bigger and bigger. And, you know, I have found this. The bigger my stomach gets, the shorter I get, as odd as that sounds. Okay? It's affecting my height. I used to be able to reach things, and now I have to stretch for them. It's probably I have to lift more weight to reach something on the shelf.
Well, the good news is if you keep going, you'll be taller laying down than you will be standing up.
That's
so
right.
You can gain a little height.
So I've just made up my mind. I got all kinds of problems, health problems, heart problems, blood pressure problems. I'm not as good looking as I used to be. Many issues. I don't even have the full head of hair that I used to have.
Well, Doc mentioned chia seeds, and I'm wondering, could you spread that on your head and grow chia hair?
Chia hair. So anyway, but I've enjoyed working with him. He gets up, man, and comes to us 2 mornings a week. We meet at the Allendale building and works out with us, and we've got a handful of people there that are part of this little group, and I do have a couple openings, so if somebody's interested, get up with me.
Yeah, and I've not talked to Doc Hunt before, but he sounds very knowledgeable. And,
oh, my gosh, and he's such a good
inspired.
man. He's so encouraging to be around. It's just a great way to start your day. In other words, you know, we start with a little devotional, then we exercise, then we end with a health tip, and just by the time we're done, it's like 7:05, 7:10. Just you're ready to go. He launches you right into the day. He's a good man. Good man, Doc. I don't know if he's listening or not, but I'm doing my best to massage his ego.
If you want to get up with him, email
hunt4health@gmail.com.
Hunt, H-U-N-T, for
F-O-U-R,
health.
yep.
F-O-U-R? Or
yeah, F-O-U-R.
F-O-U-R.
Hunt 4, yep, like the number 4.
Ah, okay. Hunt.
You've already
4,
sent it, the email to the wrong person.
I have.
All right, Hunt and the word 4, F-O-U-R, health. At gmail.com and 344-8439, 344-8439. So please, folks, if you're out and about, stop by and say hi. I know there's hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people listening, not to mention the ones viewing this show. Isn't this a nice backdrop, though?
It is. It's great. It looks really good on the live stream. If you want to catch that live stream, the video, you want to go to wellerdoesdelmarva.com. Also, if you miss it, we're going to make this available on the Dry Zone website. Give it a few days or maybe a week.
Oh, they're going to put it on the Dry Zone website?
Yep, so you can check it out there and see what it looks like inside here.
And we welcome your feedback in the form of donuts.
Green leafy ones.
Green leafy ones, that's right. So anyway, we're having a good time here, and we're going to be on. Oh, I'm taking a commercial break, but I'll be right back. I promise. And gosh, this will be the last half an hour of the show for this year. All right, we'll be right back with Weller Does Delmarva. Stay tuned.
Hi, Jason Dean from JD Sign Company again. Is your sign working for you? Does it have burnt bulbs, missing panels, or needs to be repaired? JD Sign Company has skilled service technicians and fully stocked trucks that are ready to get your sign repaired and looking good. We design, build, and maintain commercial signs to help your business effectively communicate to potential customers. Your sign is one of the first impressions customers have of your business, so make sure it's working for you. Get your sign service scheduled today. JD Sign Company, 302-786-2761 or DelawareSign.com. JD Sign Company, 302-786-2761, DelawareSign.com.
Hi, this is Senator Gerald Hocker. From the entire Hocker family, we thank you for another prosperous year. I would like to wish you and your family a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
From the first town in the first state in the USA, we're WXDE, Lewis.
Delaware 105.9.
CBS News Update, I'm Gary Nahn.
We're going to miss him dearly. We're very blessed to have him. Very humble person, Christian man of God.
Parishioners at Christ Tabernacle Church in Queens, New York, remembering NYPD officer Rafael Ramos. Funeral services will get underway in about an hour and a half there.
Right now, the NYPD is clearing the roads. This is a very residential area, and so a lot of people are actually asleep, and they're trying to make way to accommodate these thousands of people, in addition to the detail that will come with the vice president.
WCBS reporter Monica Miller, Police Captain Sergio Senta was Ramos' commanding officer.
Nobody deserves to die the way he did. Police officer or civilian. Especially not a police officer, not the way it happened.
Officer Ramos' partner, Win Jen Lu, also shot and killed from ambush last Saturday afternoon, will be buried once his family gets to the U.S. from their home in China. CBS News Update, I'm Gary Nunn.
Take Delaware 105.9 with you everywhere by streaming us on your smartphone or tablet. Download the Delaware 105.9 Listen Live app in the Apple App Store or Google Play Store today. Live streaming brought to you in part by Weller's Utility Trailers in Bridgeville, where they sell utility trailers new and used, as well as sheds, carports, gazebos, dog kennels, and swing sets. Give them a call at 302-337-8228 or on the web at Wellers.com. On air, on demand, and on your device. Delaware 105.9.
Are you interested in a fireplace? How about a patio or even an outdoor kitchen? Does your roof need to be repaired or do you need a new roof? Well, you're in luck. Listen Saturday mornings with me, Fran the Man, from 10:30 until 11 o'clock and call in with your questions during the Wirtz & Company Home Improvement Tips Program. Wirtz & Company, they've got an outstanding reputation for top quality products and workmanship. Wirtz & Company, since 1926.
There's a car accident in this country every 5 seconds. That's why Allstate thinks it's time for an entirely different kind of car insurance. With features like accident forgiveness and a safe driving bonus, it's called Your Choice Auto, and it's only from Allstate. Are you in good hands? Sign up for Your Choice Auto today. Call the insurance market at 800-999-7518 or visit insurancechoices.com.
Features are optional and subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Patent pending. Allstate Property and Casualty Insurance Company, Northbrook, Illinois.
You scour the papers for coupons and search for stores with the best sales. These days, we're all looking for ways to save any way we can. Allstate can help with cash back when you're a safe driver. You can get a safe driving bonus check every 6 months you're accident-free. It's part of Your Choice Auto, only from Allstate. With Allstate, you're in good hands. Start saving today. Call the insurance market at 800-999-7518 or visit insurancechoices.com.
Feature is optional and subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Property and Casualty Insurance Company, Northbrook, Illinois.
If you are in business, then you've probably been inundated with those techie types talking to you about things like SEO, SEM, mobile optimized, and others that sound like an alphabet soup of digital terms. With your customers researching products and services online, you know it's important for your company's future. But how do you decide what's best when you don't even understand what those terms mean? We are DBC Interactive, and we can help lead you to digital success with the products and services your business needs right now. Custom websites, mobile web, targeted online advertising, text messaging, reputation management, email, and more. All from a local company you can count on. No dead-end tech support phone calls here. Find out how DBC Interactive can help your business market and connect with your customers online. Call 302-422-7575. That's 302-422-7575 or visit dbcinteractive.com.
Sales, service, training? There's no better place to come than Shooter's Choice. Shooter's Choice offers you everything you'll need from training to shooting sports, firearms, and accessories. Browse their large selection of shotguns, hard-to-find guns, supplies, and accessories for men and women. If they don't have it, they can get it. Shooter's Choice offers professional service for every gun they sell. They also offer several firearm safety courses and Delaware's concealed carry class monthly, with information on all the safety and instructional classes you need to operate your handgun safely. Don't miss visiting shooterschoicede.com and take advantage of their weekday specials, like half-price range time, firearms and ammunition specials, and even accessory specials. Shooter's Choice, Delaware's first choice in firearms. Open every day and located across from the Walmart in Dover. Online at shooterschoicede.com.
Always on target. Shooter's Choice. Yeah, yeah. Shooter's Choice. Always on target.
The following program is a paid commercial presentation. The comments, views, and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect the views of the staff, management, or advertisers of Delaware 105.9.
Okay, I'm back. I've got some things I'm going to show you at WellerDoesDelmarva.com. But first of all, I want to mention another one of my advertisers, which is Sure Speed in Milford. I mean, people have heard me talk about that. And actually, he's had a good turnout there, and it's an indoor go-kart track. It's located in Milford. People say, where in the world is there an indoor go-kart track? Okay, so you go to Milford. You know where McDonald's is. You turn down that little road there behind McDonald's, and then there's a beer distributor place called NKS Distributors, and then you've either got to go right or left. You can go right or left because Sure Speed is right behind NKS. It's a big building, and they are battery-operated go-karts. I think they go 30 to 40 miles an hour, but it might be 40 to 45 miles an hour. They are lightning fast. And the minute you hit the accelerator, they take off. They're good to go. So if you've never been, I want to let you know also that his leagues are getting ready to start. That's going to be a lot of fun for the winter. So in other words, when it's cold and damp and wet outside, go on inside and have a good time there. He's also got a slot car track. He's got things for the kids. There's a lot of stuff going on there. It's called Sure Speed. Look him up on Facebook and like him. It's Sure Speed on Facebook. It's kind of like an addiction you can live with. It's a lot of fun. So phone number, if you have any questions, is 362-7113. 362-7113. Leagues are going to be starting right after the first of the year. They're going to be having heat races and all kinds of stuff. Also, if you've never been and you want to check it out, I've got a little coupon I can give you, which will give you $5 off a race. I have some here with me now if you want to stop by the Red Barn. The Dry Zone Red Barn. I've got some right with me, or you can stop into Weller's whenever we're open, and we'll gladly give you one of these. So it's Sure Speed. Like them on Facebook. Check them out in person. You can have birthday parties there. If you own a business and you want to take some customers there or something like that, you can do that. It's a great place. It's an indoor go-kart track right in Milford, Delaware. Great place. A lot of fun. I've been there a lot. Also, my copier guy, his name is Rick Fowler. A lot of people know him, and I have got to know him from being on my show and talking with me and supporting the show and so on. He's been my copier guy for 20-plus years, probably 25 years, to be honest with you. He's located in Georgetown, just 2 miles east of the Circle, right on Route 9, right next to the Sports at the Beach complex. But he sells copiers, new ones, used ones. He services copiers. He repairs them and so on. But he also sells things like laptops and tablets and computers and fax machines and gaming systems and printers and all kinds of electronic things. So if you need something, he can help you out. If you want a computer system custom built, he can help you out. If you have a computer system that's just not working up to snuff, he can also help you out with that. Real good guy. I really like him. Very fair, very honest, very good to deal with. His phone number is 856-7381, 856-7381, and he does have, or he did have last week, and I don't know if he still does, but you can just go in there and talk to him. He's got a couple help wanted positions. Everybody I know has got some help wanted positions. Business is really feeling good and growing. So he's looking for a technician or a salesperson. Apply in person right there in Georgetown. No nonsense office machines. And tell him I sent you. Say, hey, Jim Weller sent me, and I'm here to apply for a job, and I'll go ahead and spend some money while I'm here. So anyway, the only other sponsor I did want to mention and wrap up my advertisers with is First Class Heating and Air. Great company to deal with, locally owned and operated. Been serving Delaware and Maryland for over 40 years. And they do a good job. I've had heating and air conditioning work done. I've had all kinds of things done. We had this. We did a show. Actually, it's on my own Weller Does Delmarva, where they did this home performance test and checked for leakage of heat and things like that. They had this infrared little. I don't know if it was a camera or a gun or something like that. But they really do a good job. But if you get, this is what I got, and I recommend it for everybody. I bought their maintenance program for my heating and air conditioning system, and I forgot exactly how much it was, a couple $100, something like that. Anyway, and I think it depends on what you have. But they come out twice a year and service my heater and air conditioner and change the filter and so on and so forth. But anything else I need, let's say I need some plumbing done. Let's say I need some electrical work done. Anything else I need done, I then get a discount on any other services since I already have this maintenance agreement. So anyway, check them out. Their phone number is 934-8900 on the web. It's firstclasshvac.com. If you have any questions about them, feel free to call me. I really like them. I'm very happy with them. They do a great job. So I want to thank them for supporting Weller Does Delmarva. This is probably their 1-year anniversary of being a supporter of the show. So thank you very much for that. And next, I'm going to take a walk. I'm going to take a walk around. Oh, I got to hit this first, Colin. I want to highlight the free items that we're giving away, okay? So for those that are watching at WellerDoesDelmarva.com, I'm going to show you what the Delaware 1059 keychain looks like. It looks just like that. And you can actually use it as a zipper pull if you want to. Now, I said that yesterday, and people were thinking, that'll look funny on the front of your blue jeans. I meant like more on your jacket or something like that. So have you got it there, Colin? The Delaware 1059 keychain. It was upside down? Okay, here we go. Is that right side up? There it is, folks. All right, next is the Delaware 1059 ink pen. Okay, here it is right here. Available for free today at the Dry Zone Red Barn till 9 o'clock. Okay, there's that. And here is an item that's going to someday be a collector's item. It's the Weller Does Delmarva coffee mug. It's one size fits all, right hand or left hand, male or female, and irregardless of your nationality, this is the mug for you. Okay? They're absolutely free. What? What? Colin's laughing. I'm dead serious. He's laughing. He thinks it's a big joke.
The nationality.
Right. Well, you know how everybody's so sensitive about racial profiling and so on?
Okay.
No worries with this cup. Okay? Everybody can use this cup, okay? Americans, non-Americans, doesn't matter to me who it is, all right? You can use it for coffee, but for people that don't drink coffee, you can use it for tea.
And if you can't read it, if it's in the wrong language, just call the number on it, and you'll be happy to translate it
Absolutely.
for them, right?
Every language known to man could be translated by somebody that knew how to do it, but that's not me. Call Brooks Ritter, okay? Anyway, these are absolutely free, a limited time offer between now and 9 o'clock this morning if you stop in the Dry Zone worldwide headquarters right here on Route 16. Not to mention, we have calendars, and I've had so many people say, Jim, are these your 2014 calendars and you're now done with them? No, folks, these are brand spanking new 2015 calendars. They're absolutely free. And one final item, I mentioned the Hershey Kisses. They're absolutely free, individually wrapped. I'll unwrap them if you're coming and have them out so you don't even have to fool with the foil.
Leave your fingerprint right
Leave your
chocolate.
fingerprint right on it. Oh, and I found these Reese's cups. I may take them with me to start my diet. I'm not sure. I think one of them a day is a good thing. All right, now we're going to just walk around a little bit. Is that okay, Colin?
Yeah, we're good.
All right, I'm going to get down here, and I'm going to move this stool. I showed my wife this crawl space. You'll not believe what she was most impressed with. Okay, first of all, it's got this matting down here, and it's got, I forgot what them jacks were called.
Smart jacks.
Smart jacks. So anyway, it's got them under there, but they've literally built an office up off the floor. There's 3 courses of blocks, and you can look underneath here. But what my wife liked the most was the crawl space door. She was most impressed with that, the door. So anyway, I'm just letting you know that if you want to stop by the Dry Zone Red Barn, I guess you can stop by anytime. You don't have to stop by just this morning before 9. But I told him hundreds of people would stop by, and we've had a few people stop by, but I need just a few more to make those hundreds. But anyway, this is one of the offices. Very nice. It almost looks like you're outside, like Colin has said. It's kind of neat. It's raised up, so they have a crawl space underneath of it. But another thing, the building had these windows up front, but they were up high. So by raising this office up, you can look out the window now. In other words, I kind of thought that was neat. When I had the building, I was thinking, why'd they put the windows so high? You have to get on a ladder every time to look out the window. Who does that? So we're inside the barn. Now you come over here. First, let's mention the floor, how clean the floor is. It's been cleaned. It's really clean.
It's been cleaned a lot, Jim.
It's been cleaned a lot is what Derek told us. A lot, he's hollering. All right, and then they got these wall panels. I don't know how to describe them, but they actually can get wet. I'm amazed with that. So this is for in a basement.
It's some kind of, Derek was saying, it's some kind of concrete that they use in it. He
Okay.
probably could get a lot more technical than we.
Correct. But anyway, they're kind of neat looking, nice and smooth. But wasn't he explaining to us that they're real easy if you want to hang pictures?
Yes.
Right.
You don't,
So
you don't
you
have
just-
to look for a stud in it because
Right.
it's solid concrete.
Isn't that something? So maybe not solid concrete, but I think it's 3/4 of an inch thick or something like that. Oh, flat screen TVs.
TVs. You don't
so
have
you
to
can
look
just
for a
play
stud.
repetitive versions of Weller Does Delmarva. So anyway, this is kind of neat. So if you have like a basement or something like that, I would even think like a pool room, something with a lot of humidity or whatever. This would be a good material to have. I didn't mean pool table room. I meant like a pool room, like if you had an indoor pool. This is what I want. I want an indoor pool. This would be what I would use on the walls. But anyway, they've got that. Then they've got these offices. I noticed the doors are all nice and square and shut, nice and everything. So
The gap around them.
The gap
What
around
you want to
them.
look at is the gap around them. The gap around them is even all the way around.
But
So
I
this-
like a big gap around it so I can tell whether somebody left the light on in the room at home. But anyway, so they've got all these different offices, and they've got all these little receptacles and plugs and stuff like that. So they have a kitchen now, and I think that's just for themselves, but it's kind of nice. I think we're going to do a remote here someday and maybe offer free food to entice people to come in. They'll be cooking, and I'll be juicing. All right? And Doc will be here with beans. So anyway, then this is like, I guess, the reception area where when somebody walks in the door and says, hi, I'm here to talk about things. But here's the horse stalls that I would call them. But this is the neatest concept because these are the cubicles where people work. So if you have ever been here or if you're coming, but like they got the bars like you would have in a horse stall, it's kind of neat. So I'm inside the Red Barn. If you have been here before and you were to come here right now, you would say, I don't even recognize this place. In other words, you'd have to go back outside to make sure. Oh, you can't see it, Colin, but the hallway where the bathrooms are, it says outhouse up top.
Yeah.
That is so cool because when I was open, that's exactly what we had was an outhouse. We didn't have the bathrooms operational. So anyway.
Did you see the saloon doors they have over
Yes,
here?
I like that. Swinging doors right here. I'll get behind them. Look, they're one size fits all. I can fit through there. And see, I can even see over them. So anyway, I'm now in the kitchen. If you can see it, I'll open the door so you can see the kitchen. It's just so they can cook their own lunch and stuff like that, feed people to do remotes and things like that. So anyway.
I think
So-
the fillets are going on here in just a few minutes.
The what? The
fillets,
fillets?
yes.
Yes. So anyway, we are at the Dry Zone Red Barn, Route 16 in Ellendale. I forgot the phone number, but I think it's 855 Dry Zone. Their website, it's very complicated. It's www.dryzone.com. You can learn a lot of stuff there. We've had a lot of fun here, Colin. I want to thank you for helping me. Fran is back at the studio getting, he gets there early, Colin, and he like polishes them wires so that all the stuff flows through them. What are they called? Fiber optic wires. He has to polish them, optics or whatever. So anyway, and I also want to say, Dan Gaffney, if you're listening, he's been vacationing. I hear he's been all over the place. And I think he's actually been in Kent and Sussex County.
Oh, yeah.
So-
I think he's been to Big Lots and Walmart and Walgreens. And
right, everywhere.
Right. One end of town to the other.
One end of town to the other. So anyway, we've missed him. So I think he'll be back on with us next Friday at Jimmy's Grill will be his first day back. So mentioned the big auction at Wilson's Auction on New Year's Day. Kind of looking forward to that. They're going to have tags and guns and just a little bit of everything. Colin's checking his clock now. We got plenty of time.
Now, I've got something I'd like to mention, if you don't mind.
No, I do mind.
Okay.
You're going to start talking about a rental house.
Yes,
or something
I am.
Like that. I knew it was coming, folks. Sooner or later, Colin.
I just have to get all the info.
Colin's now a landlord, and I guess he's got a really nice house for rent.
Right. We've been landlords for a while, but
yep,
we do
landlords for a while.
We do have a house.
A new opening here.
Yep.
Opportunity to live in Milford, Delaware. Tax-free shopping. Is this house in Kent or Sussex County?
This house is in Sussex County.
Sussex
it's over
County.
by Lulu Ross Elementary School.
Lulu Ross. Everybody knows Lulu.
Southeast 5th Street.
Southeast 5th Street.
Yep. It's a 3-bedroom.
3-bedroom.
2-bath.
2-bath.
Partially finished basement.
Partially finished basement. Soon to be completely finished by dry zone. No, I'm just kidding. But anyway, so he's got a 3-bedroom, 2-bath in Sussex County by Lulu Ross School.
Right.
Lulu.
It's got a 2-car detached garage. It also
Really?
has a
Do the cars come
shed.
with it, or are they just renting the house?
They're just renting the house.
Okay,
But
so no cars.
for the right money, we will throw in some cars, too.
There'll be 2 cars in there.
That's right.
All right.
Okay,
or a bicycle.
Bicycle, yes.
Right. All right, what
3-bedroom,
else?
2-bath home available to rent in Milford near Lulu Ross and Miss Pillion Elementary School.
Okay.
Basement, garage, fireplace, wood-burning fireplace,
Ooh.
screened-in porch,
Ooh.
large lot. It's actually 3 lots. It's a triple lot. It's probably the
Really?
largest lot of any houses around it. Yes, it's got nice mature shrubbery, trees.
Are you allowed to have dogs?
You know what?
Rather
I'm
not?
not sure about that.
Better check with the boss
But it does
on that
come with a washer and dryer, nice front-loading washer
Really?
and dryer. Yep.
Most rentals don't.
Dishwasher. No, most don't.
My rentals don't.
Mine do.
Really? A washer and dryer?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Dishwasher.
A dishwasher? Is that like a person, or you mean like an electric dishwasher?
It's an electric dishwasher.
Okay.
And it also includes water and sewer. That is paid by us.
You pay the city water and sewer?
Yes, we do.
No matter how often they wash their car or how much
Right.
longer they do?
And that also includes trash service, too.
Really?
City trash service, yes.
Dang,
Hey, you know what
that's,
the nice
that's
thing?
a couple $100 a month between the trash, the water, and the sewer almost.
Right. Yeah, you know one of the nice things about living in the city of Milford?
What's that?
If you have trees in your yard, the leaves, rake your leaves. They do this, every so often you'll get a message in your electric bill.
Okay.
Rake your leaves out to the side of the road, and they got a huge vacuum truck that comes and sucks them up.
No way.
Yes.
Wow.
Very,
That's pretty
very-
cool.
It is, yeah.
All
so
right.
we're
Did
looking
you
for-
just text me? I see you
I
got
did
your
not.
phone in your hand.
I did not. $1,200 a month.
Okay. How much is it per month?
$1,200. And it's
Okay.
going to be available after January 19th.
Okay.
If you're interested, you can send my wife a text message.
Okay.
Or you can call her at 270-2655.
270-2655.
That's right.
Is she awake now?
She probably is awake now. As a matter
Okay.
of fact, I'm positive she's awake now. So if you want to
Because
call
the boys are awake.
Yes. If you don't remember this, just message me on Facebook. Colin Walls on Facebook. You can message
There's
me.
Louise.
and
Come on over here, young lady.
I can give you the info on it.
This is Louise King coming in, everybody.
It sure
Hi.
is.
Boy, things sure look different here. Oh, my goodness. Can't believe it.
Now, do you mind talking about Doc Hunt?
No, I don't want to talk about that.
exercise group.
Yes, I am.
Do you like it?
I do very much.
And what is that, probably 4 or 5 months for all?
It's been since July.
Wow, has it
Mhm.
really?
Yeah, I think you started in June. I started in July.
Wow. Do you do any of that G-bomb stuff?
Oh, yeah.
And you like it?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to learn it.
It's good for you.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's just hard getting rid of all that junk.
I bet so. isn't
Yeah, it doesn't get any easier.
It doesn't?
Especially this time of year.
Too many parties
Oh,
and
my
things to go
goodness.
to.
Oh, my goodness, yes.
Wow. Well, thank you for stopping in.
I heard you talking about the place, and I thought, well, I'd like to see how it looks.
Doesn't it look wonderful?
It looks wonderful. It does. It's amazing what they've done.
I would have never thought of it.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
In other words, look over there, see all the
Yeah, I
stalls
know.
and everything.
Yeah, that's a neat idea.
Wow. Well, I'm going to let you look around. I'll load you up with a mug and an ink pen and a keychain and a calendar. So that was Louise King. Stop by. She is in our exercise group, to be honest with you. So I do want to throw that out there. If you are listening and you say, I want to get involved, basically we meet on Tuesday morning and Thursday morning at 6 in the morning sharp, okay? We meet at a building in Ellendale, and we kind of exercise and work out. Doc works with us. He gives us what we're going to do. You would need to buy some of your own stuff, like a stretch bands and a step, like you step up and step down, step up and step down. And one of them big round balls. I forgot what it's called, maybe an exercise ball, and then a few weights and so on. So you might have about $100 worth of stuff that you would, use. There's no showers there or anything like that. We just go in, we exercise, and then we all leave. And it's $10 a day, so it'd be $20 a week. You pay a month in advance if you're interested, and that's basically how simple it is. It starts out with a little devotional. We kind of like that, kind of good way to start the day. And then he exercises us. We do some warm-ups and stretching and things like that. And then we end with a health tip. And what's really nice is it's for any age. In other words, a friend of mine, Darren Gingrich, goes, and his wife goes, his son, his daughter, myself goes, Jason Troyer goes, my wife goes, Louise goes, and Brooks and Brandon were going. They've got a little sidetracked with the kids. Brandon had a new baby. His wife did, and he did. And then, Brandon had 2 babies. Brooks had 1. And so they've been busy with helping their wives, so they've not been there as often. But if it's a new year, if you want to get involved in that, feel free to call me, 337-7300. Can't get a lot more people in there, but we can get a couple people in there. So if you're interested in being involved with our exercise group, it's called Jim's Gym. So I just made that up just now. But anyway, that's that. So how much time I got left, Colin? We are live.
You got about 2 minutes.
2 minutes. Daggone. Well, I want to wish everybody a happy new year. I want to thank you, all my customers and friends, for supporting my business. Weller's Utility Trailers. When the barn was open, people supported that. Got some new things coming up next year. Me and Colin got some real exciting things. The rate we're going, one of these days we're going to do some more stuff. So busy time, busy life, but I thank you all for your support. Got a good staff there at Weller's. We've had a good year. We're ahead of last year, and we like that. We're geared up for next year, but we'll be open Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, 9 to 5. If you need a trailer, go to Wellers.com. You can click on there and see the different things, and we are just locked and loaded. There's a lot of stuff out there. We take trade-ins. We have new trailers, used trailers. We have four-wheelers. We trade in a lot of four-wheelers, and we sell them, and golf carts and things like that. So whether you want to exercise, whether you want to be on Weller Does Delmarva, whether you want to buy a trailer, a shed, a carport, a swing set, or whatever, Weller's is the place. We'll take good care of you. 337-8228 is the phone number. Nobody's there, but you can leave a message. I've hired a voicemail that works 24/7. Other than that, Colin, you got any final words for the year?
No, well, yeah, happy New Year to everybody, and thanks to all the Wall Service Center customers for the year and the Eagle Glass Company customers.
Yes.
And the BringMeGas.com customers.
I forgot about them. That's right.
Yes.
So,
and how about our discount cards?
Discount cards. That's right. We got a discount card. A lot of businesses on there. And what they are, they're not even a discount at Weller's or Walls's. They're a discount card that we put together. We hand-pick these places, Nicola's and Blue Water Grill and McDonald's and Dairy Queen and Ducky and Car Wash and Hardee's. And then you got Abbott's Grill and Mama Maria's and Alfredo's Pizza and Bethany Blues and Applebee's and Burgers and Beans. All of these businesses offer a discount. It's on front and back. You can go to Wellers.com and take a look at it. They're $15 each. Right now they're on special. $10 each, 3 for $25, available at Wellers or Walls's if you want one. They're good of all for next year. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Fran. God bless you. Happy New Year. And I will talk to you next year. We've had a great show. We're here at the Dry Zone Red Barn. See ya. Bye-bye.
The preceding program